Okay, this is the inlet, outlet, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be on the outside of the house. Decided to bring it inside to do the wiring because it's freezing out, and I just pulled the wire back through, and then once this is wired up, I'll feed it in from the outside of the house. So I'm kind of just getting a guesstimate type measurement of how much I need. This stuff is so thick, 6 gauge wire, that you can't really just coil it up inside the box. It's extremely difficult to work with. It sucks. And yeah, you just gotta kind of learn as you go. Or at least I did. I've done a fair amount of wiring, but this is the first time I've ever used anything this thick. So you can get an idea of how I strip it by watching this video. That thing there attaches it to the box. I don't even know what they're called. Some sort of conduit connector deal. But I remember to put it on the wire before because you have to. But I'm going to forget to put that little ring nut on once I feed the wire through the box. Then you got to put that nut on so that you can tighten it into the box. But I'm going to forget to do that. You'll see. But here I am just stripping the wire. You can get an idea of how that's done. You got to have everything kind of measured out. You'll see me, I'll end up cutting that white wire like a ½ inch shorter just because of how it's kind of oriented on the back of the outlet there. So you can't really bend that stuff by hand. You're pliers and whatever. But if I was to give you advice, I would say be patient and have a plan. You're ahead of me by watching this video because I did this probably 5 or 6 times and then swore it off. I don't even have a video of like the actual time, the finished product, because I just got pissed and wanted to throw my phone out the window. You can see I'm bleeding here. I'm not sure from where, but yeah, this sucked. Very frustrating. One of those things that you thought would take like 5 minutes, but it ended up taking like 2 hours, and was way harder than it should have been. Mainly because I was mad at myself. Yeah, making stupid mistakes, forgetting stupid things. But that's basically how you do it. Okay, so here is the outlet that'll be going on the outside of the house. As you can see, kind of. This will be mounted on the siding. The outlet will go from the generator, or the cord will go from the generator to this receptacle, putting power into the house. Got this on Amazon for like 60 bucks. 6-3 wire. It's got these set screws on the side. You gotta open them up and then strip, and you just put your wires in. Pretty simple. It's all color coded. Also comes with instructions. I just shoved the ground wire in there to keep it out of the way because these wires do not bend at all. I mean, obviously they bend, but trying to get this cover shut back on is going to be really difficult. Took about 3 tries. First I had these wires too long. You can see how thick they are compared to my bloody finger from doing this, but yeah, they're not that pliable. And definitely don't do it outside when it's 20 below either, because then they're even less pliable. So I brought it inside and got it all hooked up. Don't forget to put your, I don't even know what this thing's called, wire nut deal, conduit connector for the box. I usually forget to do that. This time I didn't. And I end up having to take it all apart again. But anyways, I'm going to get this box closed up. Just wanted to let you know, let you see what was in there. Okay. All right. Here is, I think, the end to super frustrating day. I'm condensing, I don't know, half hour down to a couple minutes here, just so you can see how ridiculous this was. So the idea is I wanted to get these 2 blocks behind there to fit between the wall, basically the sheathing or whatever you want to call it, of the house, and the mounting block, so that the receptacle was tight. You know, it's 50 amp, big cord, you know, pulling in and out. I wanted it to be tight, and it should be tight. You know, whether you're going to use it once every day, it needs to be tight. It needs to be secured to the house. But in hindsight, I should have just cut the bottom, cut that hole a little bit bigger, because what was happening is, as I was trying to, I could get those blocks to stick where I finally wanted them, but as I went to tighten it, the conduit, or the wire, and then that piece of conduit was shoving the box, or the block of wood back down. I don't even know. I don't remember. It was super cold. My hands hurt. I was pissed. I was cursing the name of people I've never met and wishing death on them and myself. And I was pretty much hating life right about now. And there's still plenty time to go. So I used all sorts of stupid tricks. I should have not been a spaz and just taken time to think, rather than trying to force this thing together. Because, as I said earlier in this video, I wanted to throw my phone out the window when I was wiring the thing. Well, I was in the basement, so I couldn't. But now I'm outside, and I didn't throw the phone, but I did say to heck with it and stopped recording. So when this is all done, it's going to abruptly stop, and then I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. And I wish I had a video that I could show you of a successful job well done of screwing this stupid thing into the wall, which should have been the least difficult part of this process, but look at how hard I made it. Boom. Here we go. That's your finished product. So I don't know how you're going to do it. I know how I did it, and it sucked. So if you have any ideas, comment below. Thanks.